What if I told you every mistake I'm about to show you, you've probably made this week? I'm counting down 17 things you should never do to your car. Number 4, you did it this morning without even thinking. And the hashtag one worst thing? It's something your daddy taught you. And it's completely wrong. Stick around. You're going to want to hear this. Don't attach too many keys to your ignition. That heavy keychain dangling from your ignition is slowly destroying your car. Every pothole, every bump, every turn gravity pulls down on the tumblers inside your switch until they wear out. One morning the key won't turn, and you're stranded with a $400 repair bill, all because your house key, shed key, and mailbox key are riding along too. Your ignition was designed for one key and maybe a remote. Put your car key on its own ring, keep one house key with it, and move everything else off. But keys aren't the only thing you're ignoring. When's the last time you paid attention to what your car smells like? Don't ignore strange smells. That weird smell isn't going away on its own. Your nose knows something your engine is trying to tell you. Burning smell? Fluid leaking onto something hot. Sweet, like pancake syrup? That's coolant your engine is overheating. Burning rubber? Your belts are failing. Musty? Mold in your vents that you're breathing every day. People smell something wrong and just turn up the radio, then call me a week later with a blown engine and a $3,000 repair bill. If your car smells different than yesterday, get it checked today. Smells aren't the only thing you're ignoring. What about that habit you don't even realize you're doing with your hand right now? Don't rest your hand on the gear shifter. Resting your hand on the gear shifter is costing you a transmission. That slight pressure pushes the shift fork against the rotating gears, wearing down the synchronizers that let you shift smoothly. Wear them out and you get rough shifts, slippage, grinding a rebuild running $1,500 to $2,500. Keep both hands on the wheel where they belong and only touch the shifter to actually change gears. Your transmission will last twice as long. And speaking of things destroying your car without you knowing, wait until you see what happens in a puddle. Don't drive through deep water. That puddle cost a guy I know $4,700 last month. It looked shallow, he drove through fine, then his transmission started slipping 2 days later. Water got sucked into the vent and destroyed every internal component. Modern cars aren't built like your old pickup from the 80s. Everything's electronic, with modules mounted low to the ground. Water in there means electrical gremlins, corrosion eating through wiring, and wheel bearings howling 6 months later. If you can't see the bottom, turn around. Water's not the only thing you shouldn't trust. How about that old habit your daddy swore by at every stoplight? Don't shift to neutral at red lights. Shifting to neutral at every light to save it made sense in 1975. Not today. Modern automatics are built to stay in drive, holding proper fluid pressure while stopped. Every shift to neutral and back wears the clutches and bands inside for nothing. You're not saving gas or wear, you're causing more. Only shift to neutral if you're stopped more than a minute or two, like a train crossing. Otherwise, leave it in drive. And if that habit is bad, wait until you hear what happens when you run your tank to empty. Don't wait until the fuel tank is empty. Running your tank to empty costs more than you save. The fuel pump uses gasoline to cool and lubricate itself. Run low and it overheats, wears out, and dies, stranding you with a $600 repair bill. Worse, sediment from the bottom of the tank gets sucked in too, clogging your fuel filter and injectors. Fill up at a quarter tank. That extra gas station trip is cheap insurance next to a tow truck and a new pump. And speaking of things that cost more than they should, wait until you see what overfilling your oil does. Don't overfill your engine oil. More oil isn't better. Guys pour in an extra quart, thinking they're protecting the engine. They're doing the opposite. That dipstick mark is there for a reason. Fill to it. No more. Overfill, and the crankshaft whips the extra oil into foam full of air bubbles that don't lubricate. Pressure builds, seals blow, oil leaks everywhere, and you're looking at a $5,000 engine replacement. Check the dipstick. Fill to the line. That's it. You're not alone if you've overfilled the oil. But I bet you've ignored something even more obvious: your tires. Don't ignore your tire pressure. Low tire pressure burns your gas money and chews up your tires, wearing the edges faster than they should. Worse, low pressure kills your grip. You're sliding in rain and stopping slower in an emergency. That's not a money problem. That's a safety one. People drive 10 pounds low with no idea. Until a tire looks flat. By then, it's been flat for weeks. Check your pressure once a month. 5 minutes costs nothing. Tires are easy to ignore. But there's something under your hood your dealer lied to you about, and it's costing you big. Don't forget to change your transmission fluid. Your dealer told you it's lifetime fluid. They lied. That really just means it lasts through your warranty. The fluid breaks down from heat and miles, and once it's bad, it stops lubricating and cooling. Then your transmission slips, shifts rough, makes noise, and you're looking at $4,000 to $8,000 for a rebuild or replacement. Check your manual. Most need fresh fluid every 60 to 80,000 miles. Don't let a dealer tell you otherwise. They're not paying for that new transmission. You are. Transmission fluid isn't the only thing they lied about. What about that colorful liquid in your radiator? Don't use the wrong coolant. Any coolant works. Dead wrong. That green stuff from your 1987 Chevy will destroy a newer car, and mixing pink with yellow or red with blue creates thick sludge that clogs your radiator, kills your water pump, and blocks your heater core. Then, your engine overheats, and you're looking at a $1,500 cooling system repair, all from grabbing whatever was on sale. Your manual specifies the right type. The right bottle costs maybe $20. The wrong one costs thousands. Don't guess, don't mix. And if coolant is confusing, wait until you hear about the warning lights people ignore. Don't ignore dashboard warning lights. Check engine, oil pressure, battery, temperature, ABS, airbag, brake, tire pressure. Everyone is trying to save you money, and you're ignoring them. The check engine light alone can mean a loose gas cap or a dying catalytic converter. Ignore it, and a $100 fix becomes a $3,000 repair. The others are more urgent. Oil light on? Stop driving now or your engine seizes. Temperature light? Pull over. Battery light means your alternator's failing. ABS and airbag lights mean those systems won't work when you need them most. Red means stop right now. Yellow means get it checked this week. And speaking of expensive things people ignore, wait until you hear what skipping oil changes does. Don't skip oil changes. People stretch oil changes too far, figuring one more 1,000 miles won't hurt. It hurts. That black sludge isn't lubricating anything. Metal grinds on metal. Debris clogs passages, components starve for oil. Eventually the engine seizes, pistons weld to cylinder walls, rods shoot through the block. That's not a repair, that's a whole new engine. $5,000 to $10,000 gone, over a $50 oil change you skipped. Follow your manual every 5,000 or 7,500 miles. Set a reminder and don't skip it. So why are you killing your engine every cold morning with one stupid habit? Don't rev a cold engine. A guy fires up his car and revs it like a drag strip, thinking he's warming it up. He's killing it. Cold oil is thick as molasses and hasn't reached the moving parts yet. Revving spins them faster, with zero protection, pistons scraping, bearings grinding, timing chains stressed. Do this every cold morning and you cut your engine's life in half. Turbochargers are worse without oil flow. They destroy themselves instantly. Start the car, give it 30 seconds, then drive gently, keeping RPMs low until the gauge moves. But this next one? I see it daily in parking lots, and it destroys transmissions in 1 second. Don't shift gears while the car is still moving. That bit of impatience cost a guy I know $4,200. Backing out of his driveway, still rolling, he slammed it into drive. Heard a clunk, thought nothing of it. 2 days later, his transmission grenaded. Your transmission has gears spinning at different speeds, depending on direction. Force a direction change while moving, and those gears clash hard, chipping away until one day they break completely. A full rebuild, thousands of dollars, come to a complete stop before changing direction, every single time. 1 extra second saves you thousands. And if that's bad, wait until you hear about the noises people ignore. Don't ignore strange noises. Clunk, squeal, grind, rumble, screech. Your car is making noise for a reason. People say it started a few months ago, and that $200 repair is now $1,500. Grinding when you brake means metal on metal. Your rotor's getting destroyed. Squealing is a belt when it snaps. Your alternator and power steering stop and the engine overheats. Rumbling up front is a wheel bearing. When it fails, your wheel can fall off. Clunking over bumps is suspension that could break and send you into a ditch. The louder the noise, the more expensive it gets. A $50 diagnosis beats a $2,000 repair. And speaking of things people ignore, wait until you hear what cheap gas does. Don't use cheap or wrong fuel. Your manual specifies fuel for a reason. That's a requirement, not a suggestion. A turbo or high-compression engine on regular gas gets knock, pre-ignition, hammered pistons, scorched cylinder walls. Save 30 cents a gallon, and it'll cost you $5,000 when that engine blows up. But if your car takes regular, don't waste money on premium either. Higher octane does nothing for an engine that doesn't need it. No more power, no better mileage. You're just burning cash. Fuel is like vitamins. Take what you need, not what you don't. But this last one, it's the one your daddy taught you, the one you've done for decades, and it's completely wrong. Don't warm up your car in winter. Your daddy lied to you. Idling 10 minutes on a cold morning destroys your engine instead of protecting it. Modern engines warm up faster. When driven, 15 seconds of idling is all you need. Everything after that wastes gas, builds carbon deposits, and causes more wear. Your engine hits operating temperature quicker under light driving, not sitting in the driveway. That 10-minute warm-up has wasted hundreds of gallons over your lifetime for nothing. 30 seconds, then drive gently. Your engine will thank you. If you found this useful, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for the next video.